trick. You guys ever been in the city and you see the guy sitting on the crate and he's got a little box and he's got three little bent cards and he tells you, here's the queen. Now follow the queen. And he got your eyes moving left to right, right to left, inside, outside, right? That's what this is. Wall Street has your eyes looking one way, but the card is over on the other side. And we fall for the Wall Street trick. Welcome to the podcast, Wealth Strategies to Value. I am your host, Troy Shorts. It's been a little bit since we've done some podcasts, been really busy, had some family issues, so I'm glad to be back on the airways. Thank you for tuning in. Today's topic is rate of return. We're going to have a detailed discussion on actual rate of return versus average rate of return. What I find in my practice is we ask people questions, and sometimes I may say, what is your required rate of return in order for you to get to where you need to be? Well, people say, 8, people say 10. Well, my advisor's giving me 7, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration, and we call this the Wall Street trick. So I want you to pay attention. You may need your calculator, but I'm going to explain to you the difference, and it is a big difference. So let me open up my little slide here, and I can show you exactly what I mean. Average versus actual. Let's just suppose you gave your financial advisor $100,000 and you said, hey, I want you to invest this money for me and my family, and we're looking for this money to grow. And you say, okay, great. The advisor says, gives you the money, you give him the money, and bang, at the end of the first year, he does a phenomenal job. You have 100% return on your money. Well, here comes year 2. Well, guess what? We had a little bump in the road. The next year, you got a negative 50%. All right? So you call your advisor, you say, hey, man, what's going on? And he says, listen, just hold on, right? We're in this for the long haul. Don't sweat it. We're going to get the money back. Well, guess what happens the next year? Bang! Positive 100% return. So you're feeling good. Okay, I'm back. Well, guess what happens the next year? Negative 50, right? So this is the magic question. At the end of 4 years, positive 100 minus 50, positive 100 minus 50. What is your average rate of return? Who can tell me? Who knows? All right? Well, if you do the math, that's 25%. So at the end of the 4th year, your wife opens the mail and she gets the statement from the advisor. And the first thing that it says on there is your average rate of return over the last 4 years has been 25%. And she says, wow, honey, our advisor's doing a phenomenal job for us. Call him up. We're going out to dinner with him. We're treating him because he's treating us so good. He's done a phenomenal job. But what you don't see is what's your actual account balance. Ladies and gentlemen, what did you start with? You went up 200,000. You went down 100,000. You went up 200,000. You went down 100,000. Since when does 25% return, average rate of return, equal 0 actual return? So what's happened is 4 years have gone by and you've literally made no money. You're exactly the same place you were when you started 4 years prior. This, my friends, is what we call the Wall Street trick. You guys ever been in the city and you see the guy sitting on the crate and he's got a little box and he's got 3 little bent cards and he tells you, here's the queen. Now follow the queen. And he got your eyes moving left to right, right to left, inside, outside, right? That's what this is. Wall Street has your eyes looking one way, but the card's over on the other side. And we fall for the Wall Street trick. All right? Now, this is just an example. So you might say to me, Troy, you know what? this example is kind of far-fetched. You might say, no one gets 100% and then they lose 50 and they go, right? Well, guess what? Guess what? Your boy Troy's done his homework, because what I have in front of me is the history of the last 20 years of the S&P 500. And guess what it shows? Guess what it shows? In 1997, in January, the S&P was at 741. And March of 2000, it grew to 1527. Guess what that is? That's 106% return, up, right? Well, shortly after that, in 2002, the S&P dipped to 777. So when you subtract 1527 from 777, it went down 49%. Shortly after that, in October of 2007, the market climbed again right before the downturn, right? It went from 777 up to 1565. That's a positive 101% return. So this is real. This actually happened. And then we all know what happened after 2007, right? 2008, right? Things went boom, boom, collapse, right? In March of 2009, it went down again to 677, which is a negative 57% return. So what I'm sharing with you on the screen literally happened over a 12-year period. So in 1997, if you had invested $100,000 way out here in 2009, guess what? You'd have the exact same $100,000. 12 years went by. All right? You made no money. So this is real. I'm not manufacturing these numbers. This is real. And this, again, is the Wall Street trick. And when advisors focus on rate of return instead of focusing on the actual return, that's a problem. It's the Monte card trick, right? They got your eyes looking over here, but your money's over here, right? You always pick the wrong card, right? It's a setup. It's a trap. So let's not fall for the banana in the tailpipe. All right, let's move forward. Next slide. Average versus actual, once again. Now, this slide shows the exact same thing, but here's the difference. What's different? Who can tell me what's different on this chart? You give the advisor, let's say I'm this advisor. This is me, right? You give me $100,000 to invest. And I don't get you 100%, but I get you a conservative, safe 5. Year number 2, guess what? We do the same thing. Conservative, safe 5. Year 3, conservative, safe 5. Year 4, conservative, safe 5. So over a 4-year period, your 100,000, what was your average rate of return? Well, it's pretty simple. It's 5%, right? But here's the trick, right? The actual return, $121,550 is your account balance. So wait a minute, Troy. What you're saying is 5% beats 25%? Well, not in my math class, right? Because in school, they said 25 is bigger than 5. But what I want to tell you is math isn't money and money is not math. How does this happen? Very simply, because what we've eliminated over here was the downturns. There's absolutely no downturns. The downturns are what kills your rate of return and kills your account balance. So we've just eliminated the downturns. And now your 100,000 over that same exact period at a 5% return is literally $121,550. Absolutely amazing. So here at Shorts and Associates, our responsibility is to bring you financial literacy and explain these type of Wall Street tricks so you don't get bamboozled by the financial institutions. We're smarter than this now, and we're able to do the math on our own and really figure these things out for ourselves. So, wealth strategies to value, Appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.